So going in between suspension and the nitrous kit and blah blah blah. Here I got back heard back from my brother. I was able to get those. I traded him for some stuff I had that he wanted, needed. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. But point is, I got him to where it's worth it for me to modify them, and I won't have to give them back to him. So plan is, as of now, I got it soaking in oil. Move this down all the way. This is stuck too, so I gotta unloose this one to do the same thing anyways, but I'm gonna lower this part as much as I can till it's bottomed out. Uh, I haven't really looked or measured the correct size for this, but I might actually just drill a hole on the shock, which sucks because if it doesn't work, which I mean I don't see why it wouldn't, I'll be stuck without shocks at all. But obviously, with what I'm planning on doing, it should not be an issue. So drill a hole and then end up cutting this. So this is what I'll weld onto the bottom of that. Basically, make it have that bottom to where it'll go on my spindle there. And I already covered the top half for now, so I might just drill that right now and see where that goes. I mean, it's blown, so it can't really have that much pressure. But I guess if we'll find out. Obviously, don't try this at home, but I am, so just so you know. So I'm going to be drilling into this shock here for purposes that I need this bottom part there. It is fairly blown. It has some pressure still, but we're going to find out what happens, I guess. Safety first, obviously. Got my Modelo shield right here. It shouldn't spray much, but either way, gotta keep it close just in case something happens. That was not planned, so drill a hole here. Get it out. Bam. So line it up. Get it where we need it. It's certainly going, so. Of course, my battery starts dying. Hopefully this one's charged. I got it. I heard it. So there it went. There's oil. Whoop. She was blown. So now I can cut this off and use it for what I need it for. Alright, so it's a lot of oil, obviously. What happened was I drilled a hole on my old shock, so kind of a bummer because if for whatever reason what I'm doing doesn't work, I'm screwed because I cannot find this new anywhere. So, but I mean it should. I cut the bottom part off. I mean there's no hit or miss because it's exactly what I need. This was gonna be trash anyway, so figured why not. So I know I explained it all, but plan is obviously all this gets grinded off. So I'll just have basically the cylinder there. Cut a piece that'll fit right inside. Then weld it, grind it, just so it's perfectly flat. Measure this all around, make it all the same size so it's even, because where I cut it, I just kind of eyeballed it with a little bit extra space. Then this gets welded right here, which then goes on the bottom of the actual coilover like this. Get the idea. And it'll be able to slide right into my spindle. And then I have full coilovers that I could actually buy off the shelf. Because I just buy them for like 06. As long as they're TEIN Flex, and I'll be able to use this part, just switch it over. And I'm set. So that's pretty badass. Being able to use something off the shelf and keeping it Honda related or in the Honda parts, since I'm trying to keep all parts that I use obviously off newer cars and stuff, but all Honda. So that's pretty rad. So I'm about to start on this. Obviously here, gonna round this off the whole top. Then I'll cut into those. Fairly simple. So like I said, we'll see how that all turns out. So this is basically what's gonna happen. I'm gonna leave this part there. Top, just gonna round it off, obviously grind this down, but that could be last. And then right now I'm just gonna cut the circles out that are gonna get welded down here to seal it, and then I'll add that other piece here for the actual spindle. So all right, so this is as good as it's gonna get. Pretty much, I mean, it's all done. I just gotta weld one more thing for, gonna go right here, this, for the brake line, and then I'll be set. Yeah, as you guys can see, I even have the little stopper there. So it just drops in and it actually locks in so it won't spin. Then the rest is pretty much self-explanatory. So I gotta do the same with the other side, but I mean, overall it should work perfect. So just a comparison video here, clip, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is the old setup, obviously. This is the new one, about as tall and everything, so should work perfect to make it all around that much better. I still have one more to go, so I'll start working on that. Then hopefully get it done here in a couple hours and throw them on, and then let's see what's going on. So coilover is actually going great. Besides one of them, that bottom part where it actually slides on to actually lift lower, I can't get it to come loose. But I think where it's set, it's pretty close to where I have it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that height for now, so I can start working on the top. And then I'll worry about that later. I'll put some heat on it, try to put on an actual chain vise, then try it again. Couldn't do it here at home, so might have to do that at work, but whatever, that's fine. At least I got the bottoms done. Now, like I said, it's time to work on the top hat, so I'll show you guys what it's looking like now. Okay, so like I said, uh, you guys can see I had issues getting even this loose. But I got that loose, still functions. Obviously, I'm gonna try to get a new lock sprocket deal. And this one's the one I can't get loose, but other than that, I mean, it's all there. It's only like an inch taller than what the other spring was. Then over here, I got one on. That's don't think it's gonna sag much. So where it sits is actually gonna be the height that it's set at for now, because like I said, that other one's stuck. It's probably gonna be like an inch higher, inch and a half than what it was before, which I'm fine with because I feel like the front end was a little too low. Then I'll have to raise it back up a little with air shocks, but I mean overall, it's going great. For the top, as you guys can see, it just fell. I only had a little bolt holding it, but I'm gonna start working on the top hat so I could still leave the camber adjustment. I'm not sure how I'm gonna set it, but I'll figure that out here in a bit. So I'm laying here on the ground because I ran into a little problem. You guys can see I'm under the wagon. The little problem is coilovers hitting the tire there. They are 205s up front. Obviously, if I had a little narrower tire, it would clear just fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's just annoying. What I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna run extended studs and just do a 5mm spacer, and that'll clear it, and it won't make the tire stick out that much. So whatever, it is what it is. I mean, that's kind of a bummer, but like I said, if I would have narrower tires, it'd be just fine. Uh, there's no way around that. I mean, the stock one's a little narrower and it almost hit, so I should have probably known that it was gonna hit, but at least it's just that little area. It's not actually like rubbing down the whole side or something like that. So like I said, I'm just gonna do extended studs in the front, then do that like 5mm spacer. Should be enough. Worst case, I go with a little wider one, which either way it's fine. At least it has a solution. It's not like I'm totally screwed on that, so it is what it is. So I got the top hats in. I need 2 bolts, but I need to get Allen heads that are longer. I can cut this bolts off, but there it's fairly centered. They're even on both sides. Eventually I'll add actual camber plates, but for now that will do. At least the coilover part is done for now. Like I said, I know there's one that's stuck. but I'll deal with that one later, as well as spacing out the tires. But for now, coilovers are all done. It's snowing out, so I can't really take it out, even if I wasn't, though. Waiting on nozzles for the direct port, so the intake's not even fully on. So, but can't wait to take this out and see the difference it makes with the coilovers.